Hello, this is the Sierra Bliss and Joe Love show. I am Joe Love, and this is
Sierra Bliss. Hi.
We're gonna discuss something on Young and the Restless and Bold and the Beautiful that could be done. I'm going to be for it, and she's gonna put an argument against it. That is a suggested soap opera that could be done with Young and the Restless and Bold and the Beautiful having a third show in New York.
I think that it would be hard because they'd be competing with General Hospital, and they already go to Los Angeles for Bold and Beautiful crossovers.
And this is what I was thinking. You have characters like Noah from Young and the Restless, Bridget. You have characters like Billy who goes into New York. You don't know what he does. Or you have Kyle that goes into New York.
Oh, well, that brings me to Paris. They always go to Paris, but they don't go over to Paris and show what it's like in Paris over there.
Yeah. So it's I don't know. It's like they go. It's like they go into a time warp and they just disappear.
Yes.
So, do you think that would be a good idea for there to be a good show, like a third show, or no?
Maybe. I think it would be too complicated. It would bring a lot of distraction.
See,
a third show would be, if it was an actual show, yes. If it was a crossover, no. But if it was a show, yes.
I'm gonna do a comparison.
They should chop the time in half and make that a third show, like Guiding Light was on, or at the time.
That's a good argument. Now I'm going to do a comparison, a wrestling comparison.
Okay.
Now this is how wrestling could be compared and stuff like that, and like I would say. This is what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say, well, you carry on. I was going to say something, but I'm a little bit distracted right now.
Okay. Let's talk about the characters in the episodes now.
Okay.
What's going on?
I remember what I was going to say.
Okay, go right ahead.
Okay. See, wrestling could be related to back in the 80s, you had the territories. You had different wrestlers traveling from territory to territory, making storylines interesting. It's like there's crossovers, like in the show that's side by side with Grey's Anatomy. They go from show to show. It makes things interesting rather than having characters dull.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I mean it just makes things interesting, keeps things
but
fresh,
they should do something in New York, you're saying, and have a crossover in New York.
Yeah, make a big plot line. Let's just say, for example, Billy and Dollar Bill could get into something. They could say, hey, we're going to try to do this TV network deal.
Speaking of Dollar Bill, where was Dollar Bill today? On Young and the Restless.
He's going to go on the Young and the Restless maybe tomorrow.
Tomorrow, okay.
But, or today, whoever is listening. I would say Dollar Bill would be good to compete against Billy for, like, something in TV and, I don't know, it would be interesting if they had their network go against Billy's network, possibly.
Yeah, that would be interesting. That would.
It would start up with a rivalry, and you could get this Loch Ness Monster character. You could have this Loch Ness Monster character go against whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, I'm still trying to figure out who Victoria's love interest is going to be, because she still doesn't have a love interest. And they have to bring somebody on there. Ever since the JT storyline left, that was such a good storyline when JT came back. And I just wish they'd bring him back, or they'd bring somebody in there to take Billy's place, because she's still pining over him and she's getting nowhere. And her storyline is getting boring.
See, I was thinking a good love interest for Victoria could be Dollar Bill.
Yeah, that would make it interesting.
That would lead into the segue.
How would Victor react, though?
That would lead into the segue. Excuse me. That would lead into the segue of a Billy versus Dollar Bill feud. How would a Dollar Bill versus
Billy's so
Billy?
young and Bill's so older. Bill's much older.
He's with the other Victoria.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, Katie from
Katie.
Bold and the Beautiful. It's like you need to do something to keep these characters fresh.
Katie seems so old now. She seems like she's older, but they really haven't been doing much with Katie and Bill either. They've been bringing it back a little bit, but I want to see some more action with that.
I know it's like in a lull. It's like they could be doing so much with these characters, even building something with the business. It's like back in the day, the show was centered.
Big with Spectra and everything.
It was centered around the business, and it was like
Newman Enterprises,
Newman, Jabot.
Yeah,
it was centered around that. Now it seems like what the heck is Newman doing? What the heck is
now
Spencer doing? What the heck?
About Jabot, but it's more about the characters' lives, like Kyle and the kid.
It's like Chance Com is they're hot right now. So I don't know. It's like they could be doing stuff.
I don't even know what their point of their business is. I think they need more action with. They need to bring back Paul. So they can have more storyline and action with Paul.
Well, you need crime.
Crime, definitely need more crime.
There's not a lot of crime in Genoa City right now.
No, I'm so tired of Elena and Nate and Devon and Amanda and everything. It's getting stale right now.
Well, it's kind of like in Bold and the Beautiful to switch subjects. It's kind of like Bold and the Beautiful with Liam. Hope, Crybaby Liam, Hope, Finn, and Seffi. It's like, bring Liam over to the Young and the Restless. Let him do something. Let him get his character back.
I wonder what's going to happen with that relationship, though. I'm kind of curious to find out what's going to happen, and I want to see if Finn's going to stick around long enough so that they can reveal it, but it just seems like, that's... They keep going on and on with that, too. It's the same thing over and over again with them. They keep crying this, crying that, and nothing gets resolved.
I don't know. Personally, I feel like
I'm tired of seeing Thomas as a bad guy, too. I'd like to see him as a good guy.
Yeah,
he was doing good as a good guy for a while there. I would have liked to see him with Hope for a while.
I know. Vinny's causing trouble.
Vinny is causing trouble.
Well, what's your take on Vinny?
I don't like Vinny. I think he's a bad guy.
He's Vinny.
Vinny's a bad guy.
Vinny is Vinny.
Trouble. He causes a lot of trouble. He should be the one getting trouble.
Yeah, I agree.
What do you think of Hope's outfits? I think she needs to fix her outfits. She keeps wearing these crummy outfits all the time. She looks like she's a hippie.
Well,
from like the 60s.
That's
something.
Okay. She's competing with Steffi in the dippy hat.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just saying. It's like they're fashion designers.
And look what they're wearing.
What they're wearing. Yeah, it's like I don't know. But that's Bold and Beautiful for you. I guess they have interesting fashion in Los Angeles.
Back to the Young and the Restless. I don't see the point of what's going to happen with Devon, and Devon's going to keep going back and forth with Amanda and go back to Elena, but Elena and Devon don't look good together.
Personally, I think Devon or Nate should wind up with that one that's always in the background in Society.
Yes, the lady that does the work at Society.
She's been in the background for so long. What's her backstory?
Hopefully they'll bring Moses in soon, and they'll bring some more distraction and another storyline into the crowd. Because then they'll have Moses to mentor, and it'll be a different storyline.
I know. All I know is you also have Amanda's badass. Pardon my language. Badass sister.
Oh yes. Hopefully they'll bring her in.
She's tough. She would cause some havoc in Genoa City.
Right.
You know, I just say these different roles, and you know.
Maybe she'll get involved with me. You never know.
It's just, I look at these storylines. I mean, they're very depressing right now.
Yes. What's up with Sharon's daughter, and what happened after? I missed the part with Sharon and Adam with Mariah talking to her mom.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't. I don't. Heck, I don't know.
Sharon seemed like she was happy, though, that she got kissed by Adam.
Yeah.
I hope Nick comes in the picture and takes over with Chelsea, because I like him with Chelsea better than with Phyllis.
What happened was, in this episode, I believe Nick was in the room with Chelsea, talking to her, and playing the good guy role. But however, what's that going to do with Phyllis and Chelsea down the line?
Oh yeah, I'd like to
stuff
see
like
that. I'd like to see that.
I don't know. It's just tie in for the future. I would say we're at the 11-minute mark, past the 10-minute mark. Do you have anything that you would like to plug?
Joe's Writers Club.
He's plugging Joe's Writers Club, a good writing organization that features help for a lot of writers and getting them to where they need to go.
How about the new no, I'm not going to plug that. I'll plug Joseph Vivaldi Network.
Yes, a plug for the Joseph Vivaldi Network. Now on Patreon and Spreaker.
Very good.
What I'm going to plug is The Driving Dream, Apply What You Like to Your Boring Job. That is now available on Kindle, and it is written by Joseph Vivaldi, and it is narrated by Tony Chippetta, and that is going to be soon to be on Audible, iTunes, and Amazon. You can check it there. I know about you. Are you up for doing more podcasting, or are you ready to wrap it up?
Ready to wrap it up. Come back later.
We're ready to wrap it up. This has been the Sierra Bliss and Joe Love Show. I am Joe Love, and this is
Sarah Bliss.
And have a good night, or good afternoon, or wherever you are, as somebody named from coast to coast, George Norrie would say. Good night, good evening, wherever you are. He would say something like that. Have a good night. Or wherever. Good night.